Did you know there's a heated dispute boiling over the tranquil waters of the South China Sea? Beneath its serene surface, a complex tangle of claims and counterclaims between China and the Philippines has created an undercurrent of tension. It's a region of immense strategic and economic significance, a conduit for over $3 trillion in annual ship commerce. The stakes are high, and the situation is delicately balanced. But what's the root of this maritime maelstrom? In order to understand the current situation, we need to take a step back. The roots of the conflict can be traced back to as early as 1999, when a Philippine naval ship was deliberately grounded to bolster the country's maritime claims. At the heart of the dispute lies the Second Thomas Shoal, a submerged reef that the Philippines asserts lies within its exclusive economic zone. China, however, also stakes a claim to this territory. But this was no ordinary squabble over territory. China's claim was not merely a statement of intent, but was backed by action. Chinese vessels were accused of blocking maneuvers and firing water cannons at Filipino vessels, disrupting supply missions to the soldiers stationed on the grounded naval ship. These actions were seen as a clear attempt to exert dominance and control over the disputed region. Meanwhile, the Philippines stood firm in its stance, refusing to be swayed by China's assertiveness. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro's statement in 2024 that his department was not aware of, nor is it a party to, any internal agreement with China, served as a testament to the Philippines' unwavering commitment to its maritime claims. This was just the beginning of a long and tumultuous journey. A fast forward to 2016, and the dispute had caught the attention of the international community. The Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague stepped in, aiming to bring a resolution to the escalating conflict. This court, established to resolve international disputes, had a monumental task at hand, interpreting complex maritime laws and centuries-old territorial claims. In a decision that reverberated around the world, the court ruled that China's claims had no legal basis. This ruling was seen as a significant victory for the Philippines and a blow to China's expanding territorial ambitions. However, Beijing rejected the court's decision outright, demonstrating a disregard for international law that sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. China continued to assert its claims over almost the entire South China Sea. This isn't just about territorial claims, it's about control over a conduit for more than $3 trillion in annual ship commerce. This body of water, rich in resources and strategic significance, is claimed not just by China and the Philippines, but by 4 other nations as well. Each of these countries has a vested interest in the outcome of this dispute, making it a complex jigsaw of competing claims and counterclaims. Despite the court's decision, the dispute was far from over. Now we find ourselves in 2024, and the tensions have escalated once again. There's a fresh wave of contention, sparked by a claim from China of a supposed bilateral agreement between the two nations. This alleged agreement relates to the escalating maritime dispute in the South China Sea, a claim that the Philippines has robustly countered, labeling it as mere propaganda. In the heart of this controversy is Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro. In a bold statement, Teodoro declared that his department was neither aware of nor a party to any internal agreement with China. This denial came hot on the heels of the Chinese embassy in Manila's assertion that the two countries had agreed to a new model in managing tensions at the Second Thomas Shoal. Teodoro's strong denial extends further. He asserts that since the inauguration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. in 2022, the Defense Department officials have not engaged in any dialogue with Chinese officials. This statement adds another layer of intrigue to the situation, as it directly contradicts the narrative from the Chinese embassy. Interestingly, China's embassy in Manila has yet to respond to Teodoro's comments, leaving a void of unanswered questions. The silence does nothing to quell the growing apprehension, instead fanning the flames of uncertainty. Teodoro has further dismissed China's claims of a bilateral agreement as part of the Chinese propaganda. He has pledged that the Philippines would never compromise its claims in the contested waterway. The current narrative, propagated by unnamed or unidentified Chinese officials, according to Teodoro, is a crude attempt to advance a falsehood. This strong sentiment underscores the depth of the discord between the two nations over the disputed region. With both parties standing firm on their claims, the future of the South China Sea remains uncertain. So, where does this leave us? We've navigated the rough waters of the South China Sea dispute, from its origins to its escalating tensions. We understand the significance of this region, a conduit for over $3 trillion in annual ship commerce, and a point of contention between the Philippines and China. We've seen the international involvement, political maneuvers, and the current state of affairs. Yet it remains a contentious issue. Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro's denial of any internal agreement with China underscores the delicate nature of the situation. As the world watches, the South China Sea continues to be a hotbed of controversy and conflict. Stay tuned for more updates on this complex dispute.